Good morning. Good morning welcome to Spring Forest Qigong every day. I invite you to settle into this beautiful place while all of the people and all the ways this is streamed join in. Just heard a fish jump. Love to share the feathers floating on the water by me. I know it looks like a fake background, but I am actually outside and really happy to share this beautiful place with you this morning. I even saw something like a beaver swimming by as I was setting up. I think they're all clearing out before I do something too exciting here. Another beautiful fish jump, and that water is just rippling out, and it's such a great inspiration. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Emily Jarrett Hughes, certified Spring Forest Qigong trainer and healer, and I am so happy to be your host this morning at Spring Forest Qigong every day. It's been such a beautiful week. I've lucked out with beautiful weather, so I can be by the water with you every day and talk about the water every day in our practice. It's a really sultry morning. You can see over the week that temperatures have been warming up, but you may see, even as the water is very still, that birds and creatures are moving by me. So this morning I've been pretty much in this same spot every time I have done this, but I'm just angling my camera different each time. This morning I am at the confluence where the Minnehaha Creek enters Lake Hiawatha. I'm right in the middle of Minneapolis. I think Zoom is filtering out a lot of the airplane noise, but I'm in the heart of the city in this secret little spot that feels so wild. And so I'm on purpose sharing the confluence today because the confluence can be one of our teachers. I've been talking about being a watershed love radiator. And first day we talked about being in the watershed, practicing in the watershed, blessing the watershed with our Qigong practice. And we'll continue doing the water blessing as part of our practice. And yesterday I talked about being a love radiator in this watershed moment for our planet. And today, the third meaning is about embracing the watershed, the water as our teacher, as our guide, as our master. So the confluence is one place where the water teaches us. Where I live, the Dakota call Badote, because it's where the Minnesota and the Mississippi rivers meet. But a large part of the region, even where I'm sitting right now, falls under Badote. And they appreciate that there's a special energy that comes in the confluence there. Some of their creation stories come from that place of confluence. And in Qigong, we're doing a lot of confluence is a great metaphor for us to think about what we're doing when we talk about bringing our body, our mind, our spirit all together. It's like confluence. When we remember at the beginning of a practice, we are in the universe is in us. That's like confluence. When we call upon our spiritual master, our technical master's energy, and merge ourselves with them so we can learn from their example, that is confluence. And when we practice joining heaven and earth, remembering how grounded we are in the universe and how grounded we are on the earth and in the universe, that's like being a confluence in our body. So that's a theme I want to explore with us as we practice today. So let's begin. If it's comfortable, please stand. You can always do these things seated or lying down. Whenever I've had injuries, I've been tired, and so I take advantage of those adaptations all the time. So don't hesitate. All right. And the first thing I want to do is stay on dry land. And the second thing is I'm going to gather some water here from this point of confluence where you can't even really quite tell when it's the creek and when it's the lake. You can't really quite draw a line. It's pretty shallow, but here's some water that we're inviting to join us with our practice. So it's going to share in this beautiful chi field, and we'll return it at the end. It's a reminder that you can also bring in anybody else that you are wanting to include with love into the practice so that they can benefit from this beautiful chi. All right. So we're going to start with bouncing. I'm going to keep it so you have a good view of the confluence, and I'm on soft ground. Take a moment to breathe in through your feet and out through your mouth, down from your head to your feet. Just come settle into where you are. All right, now we're going to gently begin bouncing from the knees. Continuing to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And this bouncing is a time when we really invite our whole body to join together. Maybe you hadn't realized that one part of you was stiff and not really moving with the rest of you. Come all the way into this vibration, even a little confluence of that vibration here. And breathing, bringing your hands above your head, and continuing to bounce. And you're helping your body find the resonance with this moment, with this place. So you might be bouncing different from how you bounced a few seconds ago, from how you bounced any other day or any other place. You're bouncing here in this moment. Connecting with the vibration of yourself and the earth in this moment. Bring the hands down. And we're going to gently turn one way and the other, loosening your spine, embracing your organs. This is like a no-handed hug. All right, beautiful. All right, now we're going to tap and cup to stimulate the energy channels in our body, starting here on the cheekbones 9 times. Love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. And the base of the eyebrows. Love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. With cupped hand, the top of the head. Love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. And the base of the head. Love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. And then massaging C7, the big vertebrae in the back of your neck with love. And joy. Oh yeah, joy in your shoulders. Yes. and peace in your shoulders. Wow. Clapping. Love, love, love. Joy, joy, joy. Peace, peace, peace. Cupping into your left elbow. Love, love, love. Joy, joy, joy. Peace, peace, peace. And into your right. Love, love, love. Joy, joy, joy. Peace, peace, peace. And into your left armpit. Love, love, love. Joy, joy, joy. Peace, peace, peace. The other side. Love, love, love. Joy, joy, joy. Peace, peace, peace. We're going to tap the tailbone. Really the muscles all the way down to the tip and around. And the muscles, you can feel and vibrate, and that vibration goes into your bone, widening this channel of life energy to flow through you, just like this lovely creek. And then with loose fists, cupping the hip joints with love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. Tops of the knees, love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. The backs of the knees, love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. Both sides of your left knee, love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. Both sides of your right, love, 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 joy, 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 peace, peace, peace. So we're going to come now to a little wider stance, our feet underneath our shoulders, even slightly wider. Our hands activated, like you could hold a ball of energy, so they're not tense, they're not limp. This activated relaxation, like a pine tree. The elbows out, dropping the tailbone, lengthening the spine. Really drawing your chin back a little bit for that important part of opening the back of the head. Resting your tongue on the roof of the mouth. Smile on your face. I invite you to merge with that pine tree feeling. In Chinese, that is song. You feel your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul are so connected right here with you. You feel so connected to this feeling of the pine tree. And this pine tree, the boughs have a buoyancy in them. And as your hands feel gravity, feel that support and embrace of gravity, without moving them, you also feel that they could float up. There's this buoyancy. Feeling that confluence of that love, buoyancy, and the gravity in you is this fuzzy feeling. And we take a little time with the beginning of it in this practice. The beginning is everything. Take some gentle breaths into your lower dantian, deep behind your navel. This lower vitality center. And in your heart, you remember the password that connects you with the infinite, unconditional love of the universe, all the information, pure energy of the universe. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. You feel that different tingling or a sense of vibration. Maybe the quality of sound changes. Taste of your saliva changes subtly. As you make that connection, you remember that confluence of you and the universe. You bring their energy up to your heart. And with gratitude and deep respect, you call on your master's energy, this great, loving example in your life from any time. Their mastery of love touches you so deeply. And you ask them to help you with your meditation. And you see them, you merge your energy with theirs. So you feel as you merge together, how would you stand as your master? How would you hold your mind and your emotions? How would you open your heart to all that is? And from this place, take a moment to set your intention for your practice today, for your healing and longevity, for your purpose, for your awakening. Know that you are guided today, supported every moment of your life. So let go into the flow of energy as we practice, trusting it has heard you and it's responding and guiding you. Now we're going to practice connecting heaven and earth. We're going to bring our hands to the sides and up above the head, like we're holding a beach ball. And the energy between your hands is there, but not there. Pulling your hands together, pushing them apart at the same time. You feel so grounded and so long at the same time. With this movement, we breathe in, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten up. And if you are going to need to listen to your shoulders' requests, you can bring your elbows down as you breathe in and up like this. I invite you, as you have your hands above your head, check as your shoulders dropped. This is the hardest part. And to see as you subtly move your hands there, just to find, is there a position where your hands are simply held up by your whole body, by the energy flowing up through you? Generally, it's easier the closer it is above your head. And we breathe in, feel so grounded in this place you are. The earth is offering you all the grounding, all the sustenance, nourishment, support that you need for your life. It is holding you close. So you never are blown over, you never float away. All that you need for nourishment is in this earth. And your hands are open, receiving all the energy you need from the universe. All the unconditional love. There is infinite love. And you feel, I can take all the love I need. And you are so at peace. And we're connecting this grounded feeling and this peaceful feeling. And we are that confluence between heaven and earth. We're going to take just one more breath of this movement. And come back to standing with your hands above your head. Now breathe in. I'm going to gently bring the hands down slowly. So we're really gentle on the shoulders. Just notice how grounded you feel. We're going to transition to our chairs for dolphining of the neck. A little more space from the camera. All right. So this is such an important daily maintenance. We spend a few moments dolphining the spine, keeping it's easiest in a chair. Because then you have this support against your back. It will help you only move the top of your neck. And again, it is gentle. However you do it, let it be gentle. We're going to breathe in, gathering an egg and drawing it back with our chin, letting our whole chest open on the exhale. Letting it be in the rhythm of your breath. And you can continue if you like with the emotion of peace and groundedness. Feeling that beautiful pull. So breathing in, so grounded and nourished by the earth. Exhaling, feeling that peace of the universe, your heart open to that unconditional love of the universe. Letting this stretch open all of your chest, all the way down to your to your diaphragm. The diaphragm is the great mediator between the upper and lower parts of the body, between the yin and yang parts of the body. And often, if anybody has a serious blockage in their body, there is a blockage in the diaphragm that is getting in the way of this communication between yin and yang in your body. And this is such a soothing way to make sure that communication is open. Feeling so peaceful and grounded. And taking one more breath with this movement. And coming to stillness, notice how open your shoulders are, how beautiful the energy is flowing through your spine as you sit here. What a great preparation this is for a seated meditation. If you want to take a moment and just leave this call and do a seated meditation now. Otherwise, we're going to begin to harvest the energy, transition back to our day, bringing your focus back to your lower dantian behind your navel. See the energy gathering like a ball there, spinning faster and smaller and brighter, faster and smaller and brighter. And then take gentle breath and continue breathing, gently opening your eyes, rubbing your hands together, in between your fingers, and massaging your face and heart, cherishing your face like this is a baby's face that you love to draw upon with your love. And it's you loving yourself and all the channels in your body that end in your face. And then combing your scalp with your fingers to stimulate all the channels in your scalp, cupping your head. Brushing your ears. Stand up for a little bit more of this harvesting, soothing. We're going to cup down the inside of the left arm. Right. And down the right arm, inside first and then outside. Down the side here. Good. And the other side. Down the front. And we're going to massage the belly, hands together in front of the diaphragm. They're going to go down on the left, across and up on the right. Down on the left, up on the right. Very soothing. This is also a remedy for so much. All right, and finally, we're going to cup the kidneys. Massage the kidneys with the backs of your hands, palms of your hands. Just hold the kidneys, feeling the warmth and good energy of this practice coming into your kidneys. All right. So I'm going to end with final gratitude to the water that has joined us in our practice. It's been blessed by the chi field of our practice. Maybe you've also blessed water with you in your home. With water, I love you. Water, I thank you. Water, I honor you. And here we go. Woo! Little splash. So, my friends, thank you. Thank you to Master Lin. and the lineage of teachers who shared their wisdom with us. Thank you for these simple and yet such profound teachings that unfold and within us. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to community, the third essential treasure for this practice. Our chi field strengthens and informs and guides each other. So thank you so much for joining me today. See you tomorrow with more lessons from the water. So have a beautiful day. Bye for now.